Hi, and welcome to Cosmic Consciousness with Kassia. On this channel, we discuss all aspects of the ascension process. I have a variety of services that I offer to assist in your awakening journey, and you can find those listed in the description box below. So today we're going to be talking about the Blue Magnetic Night Wave spell. And so this actually started yesterday on June 15th, 2021. And this is going to go on for the next 13 days. So this is going to carry us through until the 27th of June, when we end with the Blue Cosmic Eagle energy. And so the wave spell is a 13-day period. This is the overriding energy for the next 13 days. But then, of course, we have the individual galactic signatures for each day. And so those are like energies within the energy. And of course, that energy is held within the greater moon or month energy, which is held within the greater galactic year energy. So you can see how these energies really build on each other. And I highly recommend that you guys get your own galactic calendar if you enjoy talking about these galactic signatures and this cosmic dance that we are doing as we move outside of linear time and synchronize with the greater timing of the multiverse. These galactic calendars are really fun, and then you can get even deeper into these energies than we do here on this channel. I'm also going to link for you guys in this video in the description box below the link to the Astro Dream Advisor page, where they actually go through all 13 days of this wave spell, and they give you different questions, different things that you can examine during each day, and they explain how that day's energy interacts with the greater wave spell energy and how you can get deeper into this blue night energy throughout the 13 days of the wave spell. And so it's a bit much to cover all in this video. So I am going to link that if you guys want to play around with that. It's really interesting. I just found that. So that's something we're going to start doing for these wave spells, which is really, really fun for anybody who wants to participate in that. Feel free to look up that link, and then you can take these energies a little bit deeper. But this blue magnetic night energy, when we're talking about the blue night energy, we're talking about the energy of dreams, abundance, and intuition. It's that internal journey. And this, I feel, really mirrors a lot of the energies that we talked about when we talked about the dawn of the sixth sun, which is the sixth sun or epoch that we've entered, which is a period of 5,000 to 6,000 years in the Toltec Aztec calendar. And so if you guys didn't check out that video, it's if you're into this energy, you really want to check that out, because this energy of blue night really represents, I think, the energy of the sixth sun that we have now entered, the white sun, which is very much about that internal exploration. So over the next 13 days, we're being called to explore our internal landscape, to explore our dreamscape. And as we explore our dreamscape, as we explore our shadow, as we explore these dark and quiet places within us, we really get a better understanding of who we are, and we get a better understanding about how we can influence our waking dream. So really tapping into this energy gives us an incredible power in order to connect with the abundance that is waiting for us. The void, this space of emptiness, this space of stillness is where all true abundance lies, where all possibility lies. And so we have that opportunity to tap into possibility from this place. We have an opportunity to really connect deeply with ourselves, to enrichen our lives and our experience of ourselves, and thus our experience of everything in our reality. So it's a very deep energy. It's a very moon. It's the moon card in the tarot. If we're talking about tarot, that is the energy that we're working with through this blue night energy. And so as we're moving through this energy, what we want to do is to focus on entering that sanctuary of self, the inner darkness, really embrace the mystery within ourselves. And this is where we connect in stillness with our intuition, and then can let our intuition guide us as we move forward through our days. And the guidance for this particular wave spell is it's letting us know that this is a time where we may feel a little more tired than usual. We may feel as though we want to sleep. And part of the reason we're feeling as though we want to sleep is because we are receiving such powerful messages through our literal dreams. And so going into that space, going into meditation, which is kind of like the waking dream, right? or the more aware dream. These are ways that we can really connect with the energies, and we may feel really drawn to do this during this wave spell. It's interesting because we have Mars who has just moved into Leo, so we are being very activated, and there is that desire to move forward. But there's also this energy with this wave spell that's calling us to balance that by going within, by slowing down at the same time, and noticing and paying attention to what it is that our body and our spirit is wanting us to do. When is it wanting us to move forward? When is it wanting us to slow down? When is it's just constantly taking things back within, taking things back within. And this is also about our home, right? So it's about our outer home, but it's about our inner home. How are we connecting with that home within ourselves? Do we feel at home within ourselves? And if not, how can we come to feel more at home within ourselves? And of course, the more we know ourselves, the more we sink deeply into ourselves, the more we are able to feel at home with ourselves, right? The more we're able to make friends with our shadow, to become acquainted with our shadow, so to speak. And then this is also looking at any fears, any scarcity fears. Those may come up, right? Because we're working with the energy of abundance. So any blocks related to abundance may come up during this wave spell so that we can move through those. And I just accidentally got rid of it. So hold on a second while I look this back up again. I got rid of the page that I was about to click on. All right. I'm looking here because I want to read you, of course, from the Astro Dream Advisor about the blue night energy. And this is the blue magnetic night energy. So that magnetic tone is all about purpose. It's all about unification. It's all about understanding the concept of unity, really feeling into what that means to be unified, to be a collective, to be one, right? To be unified with everyone and everything around us. And when we tap into this energy of unification, we automatically become a magnet for our purpose. And so we're really learning a lot about our purpose, about how to magnetize that purpose to us, about how to magnetize our abundance to us. And we learn that by exploring the depths of the inner self. And excuse me, you guys, I have one thing that I need to do here on my computer. I'm posting the daily video for today as I'm recording this. And so I just had to edit that real quick. I'm pretty sure you guys can still see me. Now I got to click back here. There we go. Sorry about that. Multitasking here. All right, so let's read about this blue magnetic night from the Astro Dream Advisor. Blue night is the dark mystery within, the journey into self, that place to which you can always retreat to garner the gifts of your process subjectively. You are being asked to enter into and explore your process subjectively. Blue night is the immense field of potential found in the depths of human emotion and feeling. The touch of blue night is like the moment you crawl into bed and feel yourself surrounded by warmth, darkness, and peace. Blue night's abyss holds the potent evolutionary playing field of all possibility. Here, as in the aboriginal dream time, there are no distinctions between then and now, real or imagined, dream or dreamer. In this expanded field, all things are not only possible, but are constantly in the process of creation. In the framework of dream time, limiting constructs of ordinary reality, such as time, space, and linear causality, are freed into an expanded system, with unlimited access to all realities. Dreamtime holds powerful opportunities. It is a field where potential, past, and future are held in the same matrix as the present moment. If such a construct is foreign to you, stretch your mind and entertain the possibility that you could help to dream a different reality into being. Enter into the mystery where reality is actually created. In becoming a conscious dreamer, you can assist in literally creating a new reality for yourself, as well as contributing to a larger dream that is emerging. By focusing on this creation, your thoughts and intentions are projected at superliminal speeds across the crystal grid network that encompasses universes. This energetic field seeds, supports, and empowers the creation of an unfolding reality. And this is really interesting too, because I just did the video for the day that I'm recording this, which is the yellow lunar seed energy, which is very much about seeding these new realities. So the way these energies overlap and assist each other is really, really magical. At a certain point, when a critical threshold of energy has been focused on a clear intent, such as world peace, the underlying constructs of reality shift and a new reality emerges. Make no mistake, great change is seeded by conscious dreamers who understand and know that they are co-creating the larger dream, and that's that energy of unity, right? Among other things, the dream field will bring to the surface your psychological polarities and core issues. These are the belief constructs you learn from society and experience, such as likes and dislikes, values, and attitudes. You naturally attract the situation that promises integration, but through conditioning and habitual behavior, you may choose to compensate, staying in a fixed pattern to protect your position. This choice will create only momentary relief because the issues will keep being drawn back to be integrated. Thus, you may often find whatever is blocked or hidden manifesting into your consciousness through a dream, a body symptom, or a relationship. Often you may resist the new and the unknown. You may avoid going over your growth edge, because it may be asking for a shift in the underlying belief structures. Yet profound growth is possible through working with this charged material. Through following it into the darkness, you bring into the dream field the light that will carry you to wholeness and fulfillment. And working with the growth edge in your dream field, often it is important to catalyze through energy to free the stuckness and fixed patterns. By following or amplifying the feeling, your increased awareness will lead to the root of the issue that has been separated from consciousness. Hidden within the unused channels of your perception are clues to the mystery that will integrate and release the restrictive pattern. A meditation for Blue Night is, I am the darkness that is the light, and the stillness that is the dancing. This meditation perfectly describes the paradoxical energy of Blue Night, the place of darkness from which all light emanates, the no-form abyss that contains all possibility. In finding the still point of Blue Night, you can access any expression of the light. The energy of Blue Night simply asks you to be still, to allow that expression to take form from the darkness. From the darkness of Blue Night emerges the essence self. Sit in stillness, embracing the journey of insight and integration. The color of Blue Night is black, which represents the womb of the larger self, the receptive condition necessary to receive the light fully. Black is also an access route to the wisdom of the unconscious, the mystery of the abyss where you can tap into the collective dream field for insight and creative ideas. Blue Night also includes the shades of gray, symbolic of merging of light with darkness. If you wish to work with the energy of Blue Night, visualize black. And we are working with that magnetic tone that we talked about. It's about unconditional love, the one heart, indivisible essence, core vibration, new beginnings, the chalice of the infinite, and the energy of all that is. One is the ray of unity with self and source. Call forth the resonance of your true vibration. Feel the pulse of this ecstatic frequency of the one. You are being offered profound awakenings in the exquisite radiance of unconditional love. This is a time of new beginnings in your life. Be active in your individual expression, committed to the growth of your essence self. You contain the paradox of the separate self and unity with the one. You are simultaneously the primal point of beginning and the crowning culmination. You are the initiator. You are the one who opens the way. You may feel alone or separated from source. If so, stand in the unity of your essence self and focus on the reality of the one heart. You are the wisdom you seek. And I am going to give you guys a download right now. So I want everyone to close your eyes, center into your heart space. Imagine drawing this energy up towards your crown. And then imagine that your energy is soaring higher through all the different layers of light, many, many, many layers of light, until you enter the whitest and most beautiful light that you have ever seen. Would you like to know what it feels like to always be connected to the Creator? To know that you are always connected to the Creator? And to live your daily life feeling and experiencing this connection? Would you like to know that you are always connected to your highest self, to your soul self? Would you like to know that you know how to access your intuition, how to draw upon it, and how to put it into practice in your daily life? Would you like to know that you can remember your dreams, that you are conscious of your dreams, and how to utilize the information encoded in your dreams in order to create your reality? Would you like to know that you are connected to everyone and everything? Would you like to know what it feels like to be connected to everyone and everything, while at the same time maintaining your own personal autonomy? If so, say yes. Okay. Whew, so let's get some energy on this blue night. What can we expect from this wave spell? And I want to start with the Zodiac 108 cards for you guys today. Clear. What energy do we have for this blue night wave spell? What is going on? What is the guidance? First card out is 50-50. At this time, things could go either way. So there's a lot of mutable, malleable energy right now. There is no set outcome for anything. This is that time, right, where we go within. We listen to our intuition and how it is guiding us, but we know that we have all of the tools to shift and shape our reality. We know that nothing is set in stone at this time, right? So this is asking us not to get fixed on a certain outcome and assume, not to make assumptions, because everything is up in the air. And the more we can access our internal landscape during this wave spell, the more we can get in touch and in tune with ourselves. The more we can assure that things unfold for us in the manner that we are, in the manner that is for our highest. It's always going to unfold. Okay, we'll put it this way. Everything is always going to unfold in the manner that is for our highest good. But the more, if we can go in first and we can really get in touch with ourselves, in tune with ourselves, we can really learn and understand the things that we're meant to learn and understand, then that's the way that we can avoid more lessons that we're perhaps not wanting to experience, right? We have to learn, right? We came here to learn. This is the Earth School. And so we will attract experiences that teach us what we need to learn. But if we can go within and gain that information, really tap into our own intuitive landscape, really do that shadow work that we're being called to do during this wave spell, and embrace those aspects of ourselves, then we can learn those lessons through ease and grace, instead of having to attract circumstances that perhaps cause us to learn in a way that feels more uncomfortable for us. So really go within and know that, and things can go either way at this point. This is a very mysterious energy with this blue night energy. And then we have the fine print. Don't assume is one of the words on this card. Be careful, don't assume, pay attention. Read between the lines. We also have the inventor coming out. Innovation, imagination, inspired ideas. Don't give up, right? The master does not become the master overnight. The master has failed many, many times before he or she succeeds. Right? But no failure was a failure because we learned, right? If you are inventing, if you are creating something, every time that it doesn't come out the way that you are intending, you learn something not to do, right? And so it was never a wasted experience. So this is the energy of really not giving up, not making assumptions about anything that's happening in our lives right now. Because there is so much, like this card says, there's so much that's up in the air right now. There is no outcome that is determined. Remember, every time we make a new choice, every time we make a new decision, every time we experience another level of growth and understanding, we shift our timelines. And so those are constantly shifting and changing. And so this is just like being very aware, paying attention to everything that we have learned up until this point. Every time that we tried something and it didn't go as planned, what did we learn from that experience? What wisdom can we take as we now continue to move forward? And then we have cake, celebration, ceremony, parties, all of the celebratory events. So this is telling me that there are things worth celebrating, things wanting to be celebrated. And this is also what this energy is saying, is to celebrate your triumphs during this period. To really look at, to be imaginative, to be innovative, to continue to create, right? But even if even if we're at a point where the things that we're creating we feel like haven't come as far as we wanted them to, they're not working the way that we had hoped that they would, we're not as far along as we may have wanted to be, this energy is reminding us to celebrate the victories that we do have, to celebrate the joy that we do have, to really be grateful and to honor our journey so far, to really recognize the beauty in our journey, the beauty in the trial and the error, right? And to just really, if something isn't working out the way that you're approaching it, approach it differently. Approach it differently. Then we have the slingshot. This is things being set in motion. Let's get a little more energy there. With the mirror, self-awareness, seeing clearly, facing issues. This is letting us know that, with this shadow integration that we have going on during these blue night wave spells, there is going to be a lot of energy that is bringing us awareness around things. And some of this awareness could come very quickly. Some of this change could come very quickly. There's a deeper level of self-awareness that is being set in motion by the events in our lives right now, as well as possibly by this process of internal exploration. And that's why, like we said, if you do the internal exploration, you reduce the necessity for outside events to catalyze it, right? That's that blue lunar storm energy that we've been working with this year, that energy of being self-catalyzing. So that's how we take that initiative first, and then we can avoid some of these, I guess you might call them less desirable experiences. But there's definitely, for some people, going to be outer events that really set into motion the self-awareness and the clarity that's necessary in order to move forward. Yeah, we have kerosene. Powerful, stimulating. Then we have the broken heart. And we have the bird cage. Yeah. So a lot of energies going on. A lot of that that sadness, that grief, that distress, all of these lower vibratory energies, right? All of this pain held in our heart center, which has kept us trapped. Sort of being released, being stimulated so that it can be released. And so we may be experiencing a lot of that during this wave spell. We have been experiencing a lot of that. But it's all to free us. The ultimate purpose is to set us free. Right? We talked about this in a reading the other day, last week, talking about how this energy is essentially giving us the key that we've held all along to unlock the cage that we have unknowingly kept ourselves locked inside. And that key comes very much oftentimes in the form of these distressing energies, of these situations that provoke these energies, that bring these to the surface so they can be acknowledged and released. So a lot of that energy going on for us. Anything else here? We have the labyrinth, going inward, spiritual quest. We have chess, strategy and planning, tactics, course of action. Very likely. A situation or outcome that is likely to occur. And we have the yacht, which was adventure, affluence, luxury, smooth sailing, extravagance, wealth. Woo, beautiful energy. So that coming out with the very likely means that we are very likely to be moving into a new era of adventure and affluence. Many of us possibly doing some traveling as well. And so we really want to go inward right now. We want to go inward. We want to be strategic in our actions Actions that are inspired by this internal journey, right? We want to contemplate. We don't want to be reacting. We want to allow what's coming up to come up, really understand it, integrate it, examine it, and then move forward from that place of deeper clarity. And that's when we move into this new energy. This is also telling us that thinking ahead right now, seeing the bigger picture, playing the long game is what is going to bring us this is like the ultimate freedom card to me, right? So we went from this to this. And this is with this Capricorn full moon coming up, that energy is very highlighted, right? That energy of thinking things through. That energy of, through this wave spell, there may be external events that are bringing things up within us. But the goal is to allow those things to come up and to really let this be an internal process, so that when we take actions in the outside, in the physical manifested world, they're actions based on what we've learned and gained from what develops and transpires. And then we have the diamond, creative force, faithfulness, brilliance, perfection, multifaceted, invincible spiritual power. Right? So that's what we're moving into. This is what this wave spell is moving us into right here. Freedom, illumination. That is gorgeous, gorgeous energy. A real up level in our empowerment as souls. Purifying us, right? It's that energy, right? The pressure is what creates the diamond. And so the pressure that we're experiencing during this wave spell, that we have been experiencing since these eclipses, is really what is building us into this diamond. So really pay attention to what's coming up for you. Really go inside. Really have an awareness. Do not give up, right? Just see things from those new perspectives. Examine things more closely. Really allow yourself to feel, right? This blue night is a feeling energy. To feel the emotions that are coming up. To learn from them. To let them be your teachers. To let them liberate you. Right? It's like we've been holding things inside for so long. And that energy is being released. So it's like a huge... eventually, when that energy is released, the pressure decreases. But it increases first. And so allow that bubble to pop. And then we have the sapphire under that, which is all about power, strength, kindness, motivation, value, mental force, spiritual insight. Boom, 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 boom. That's what we're gaining right now. And I'm trying to think, what else do I want to do? Let's pull an Isis Oracle card to close this out. Clear. What guidance does Isis have for this blue night? This blue magnetic night wave spell. This blue magnetic night wave spell. What guidance do we have? And so we have the Mother of Life coming out. Nourishment of the Golden Grain Mother. And so this says, we can sometimes fall into existing and doing rather than truly living. We only know that this has happened when suddenly our life seems dry, depleted, filled with tasks, or it feels like we are stuck in a rut or habit that may have been comfortable but is becoming stifling and suppressing. Isis, the Mother of Life, holds the ability to restore even the most numb, resistant, and difficult circumstances and people back into life. She calls to you now, seeking to bestow gifts of life upon you. Be bold and brave, open your arms, and receive. Isis is known as the sustainer of life, able to restore, nourish, and bring to life that which has been cast aside or lost, that which you have considered beyond repair, a lost cause, or deadened. Remember, don't give up. There are parts of your life, beloved initiate, that are ready to receive more life. You will be able to recognize this in any discomfort that you are currently experiencing in your life. Discomfort and unfamiliarity is where life is attempting to break through to you, to reach through the walls that you may have once created to protect yourself, but that you now need to either climb over, demolish, or at least open up with some doors and windows. The tricky part is that most often we don't consciously realize that we are not living. It is not until we start to live more trustingly that it becomes obvious that we once were hiding ourselves from life. Life is calling you to partake more so of her gifts of experience. This oracle brings encouragement and guidance for you to learn skills and practices that nourish you and your community. You have the Divine Mother within you. How shall you offer nourishment through her? It might be through cooking, through learning to be more present in your body and taking time to express your feelings or reality. Or it might be through taking a dance or yoga class, spending time in nature or with animals, for example. Have you been thinking of joining a class or group, learning a new hobby or skill? The Oracle of the Mother of Life is confirming that you are on the right track, so keep open to opportunities and further instincts about pursuing these matters. And know that if you are a bit worried that it is a stretch for you, then it is even more likely you are on the right track. Stay connected to your heart and give yourself permission to grow. And this is great guidance too, because we are going inside during this period, right? There's a lot of that stillness. There's a lot of that rest. There's a lot of that inner exploration. But we want to balance that by doing things too. We don't just want to sit in our own shit all the time. When we feel like it's not becoming productive anymore and we're just getting stuck in an energy, that's when we get up and move. We get up and do something. And we're being called to do new things, to try new things, because that's where we're bringing the fresh life into our existence. This oracle also brings guidance that new people, places, and things will enrich your life in the near future. And if you have been praying for freshness, inspiration, and more fun, know that your intuitions and urges to reach out and act in new ways are part of how your prayers are being answered now. The Mother of Life Oracle also asks for patience. In the same way that there is a growth cycle required before a child can become an adult and tap into the energy of the mother within to nourish him or herself, so too do certain life phases require patience as they mature. As you journey into the new life seeking you, you will need to be patient as you learn and grow. You will eventually become very comfortable and with that which at first is distinctly uncomfortable. It just takes time, patience, not running away, and being present with yourself, just like the Mother of Life who never leaves you. She is always waiting for your return to her embrace as you open up to the new unfoldment of experience in your life. Beautiful, really beautiful energies. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the Tempest of Lapis Lazuli, the goddess of the ancient skies. So that lapis energy coming in as well. And this card, I believe, is connecting with your galactic heritage, if I am not mistaken. I will look that up real quick. Let's see. Carnelian. Your soul is very ancient, beloved, and does not only herald from the earth. Yep. It holds much special wisdom of star peoples from civilizations far and near, with unique high vibrational awareness that can help humanity transition from a civilization based in fear to a love-based culture. You are guided to come into deeper acceptance of your own inner knowing now. And so that's that internal part of the journey. This is that external part. This is the getting up, the changing your energy by getting moving, by trying new things, right? By following your intuitive guidance. You get inside, you get quiet, and when you are intuitively guided to do something, to go somewhere, to try something new, to embrace an opportunity, take it, do it. And then this is the energy of when we're in that meditative space, we can also connect, and we are going to be receiving guidance during this Blue Night Wavespell, and possibly dreams as well, from our star brothers and sisters, from our galactic heritage. And they are going to be providing us guidance as we move forward as well. You are guided to trust in your own wisdom, to sit and contemplate any issue that you are questioning right now, and to trust in the voice of your heart. Guidance doesn't have to make logical sense, though often at a higher level you will perceive a divine logic in the guidance. It just needs to feel as though it makes your heart expand, and that will be a sign that it is your truth. So I love that. Yeah, I really love that as well. Yeah, there is a lot of ancient wisdom pouring into us right now, not just from our star sisters and brothers, but from our own higher self. and from our own souls. So really tap into that and tune into that. And to close this, I'm wanting to pull from this new deck that I got. It's called the Liquid Crystal Oracle. And so I want to pull, it's actually an entire healing system in a deck. It's really, really beautiful. And so, clear. I'm wanting to pull a guidance card from this for you guys as well. Just what crystal or crystals are we guided to work with during this wave spell that will assist us in everything in all of the energies that we're discussing in this video today. And the Temple of Lapis Lazuli is also about connecting more with our truth and not being afraid to be who we are and to express that individuality in the world, which, as we know, is what draws in our companions of destiny. We draw them in by vibration. We draw all experience into our life by vibration, right? So let's get a crystal. Let's get a crystal to work with during this wave spell. We have black tourmaline coming out. And we have ruby coming out. And I want to just hold those up there for a second so you guys can see the light language on those cards and receive what that light language wants to bestow upon you at this time. And so black tourmaline is all about protection. Black tourmaline is able to teach the most powerful lessons associated with confidence and protection of self on all levels. It can activate the base chakra, may play a role in lifting the kundalini energy. And I'm going to hold this up again while I'm reading some of this. At the mental and emotional level, black tourmaline facilitates focus and self-trust, which backs up actions in the world, cuts attachments, and activates a powerful sense of security and personal power. If black tourmaline has come to you today, something has or will test your ability to trust yourself and stand in your personal power with absolute confidence in the light that you are. When situations present to us in life that we are supposed to take action upon, very often we react losing control of our mental ability. It is here that fear lives and the desire for protection arises. There is truly nothing to be fearful of in the entire universe except your own mind out of control. It creates all pain and suffering, but in turn, in its state of mastery, can recreate heaven on earth. While you learn this lesson on all levels, or perhaps even take a break to recharge, black tourmaline is your friend, allowing a protected, secure, and safe place of learning. And the affirmation for this card is, I trust in my infinite light, fear is illusion, love is real. And so this card you can place, or this black tourmaline if you have it, you can place beneath your feet to flush out toxins. You can hold at your solar plexus to increase your personal power and the trust in yourself. And you can place it on your third eye, which may facilitate communication with the Manu, which sounds very fascinating. And for a stress release Trinity, you can utilize black onyx on the upper left side of your chest, a Herkimer diamond on your solar plexus, and black tourmaline on the upper right side of your chest. Breathe slowly and deeply. Release the energy through your feet on the out breaths and see it being absorbed into the earth. And so those are some ways to work with the energy of this crystal. And remember, this is the year that we are working on that mastery of the mind. So this is a beautiful energy to come through to assist us in this process. And then we have ruby coming out. And this is the stone of the spiritual warrior. Let's see. It is one of the master healing crystals on planet Earth. Recognized as one of the leading energetic principles of the Atlantean time, she is a member of the Council of Seven, one of the sacred crystals of Egypt, and a stone that is found in the ancient breastplate. Of all things ruby is used for, her ability as a record keeper and a doorway to the Akashic records is perhaps her most profound. Many of the healing systems and methods that are currently popular have been birthed back onto the earth via the ruby. She's a powerful stone of courage. She stimulates a passion for living, experiencing, and creating from a positive and courageous state in the mind and the emotions. often where one has become their own enemy, disempowering and allowing themselves to fall into the depths of depression and negativity. Ruby is the stone to go to the rescue, a job she does in a powerful and highly emotional way. By amplifying your emotions, she lets you know you don't like how you feel, then empowers the mind and lifts the vital force so you can create a better life. She represents the path of true feeling, the language of love, and the universal oneness. She can direct the will of spirit directly into powerful action, promoting passion and change at all levels in life and self under total guidance. She is also a Kundalini stone. So we have two stones that can affect and activate Kundalini. So that sounds like guidance for us during this wave spell, as well as working with that Kundalini energy. If Ruby has come to you today, it is time to be the spiritual warrior. She tells you that the time to stand on your own 2 feet is here. A situation has arisen in life that needs to be faced in a courageous and feeling manner. She lets you know that the decision or decisions that you face are about you, your life, and your future. They are your business. Trust yourself. The answer and all the guidance you need is within you. It is very possible also that you are not truly feeling your way through life, instead allowing your mind or those around you to direct you. And this is where we go within, right? So that we can connect to our true feeling, our true intuition, and separate that from everything else. Ruby is a shining light of passion. Write down what you are passionate about. Where is your fire? And the affirmation for this is, I feel my world. I am the spiritual warrior. So tapping into that feeling is our strength, you guys. That feeling is our strength. It is our barometer, right? For what is in resonance and what is not. It is our power. So really getting in touch. This is a time where we must stop running from our emotions. We must embrace them. We must feel them. We must honor them. We must integrate them. And then we must utilize them, right? And work with them to create. And so Ruby works with all the major chakras, but she has a special affinity for the heart chakra. And the spiritual warrior trinity includes Ruby on the heart, Sunstone on the solar plexus, and Topaz on the sacral chakra. And the igniting passion trinity has Ruby on the heart, pink Tourmaline on the solar plexus, and Crocite on the sacral. And if you're wanting to heal your sacral chakra, Crocite can be placed on the left hip, Zircon on the right hip, and Ruby on the sacral. And this is a powerful sacral chakra healing. And this is a system of healing that is being remembered from the time of Atlantis. And so the way that these crystals are worked with is the way that they were worked with in Atlantis. It's called liquid crystal healing. So very, very powerful. And the iolite on the bottom of the deck, which is all about vision, opening up to that higher vision, that higher spiritual awareness. This is an activation card, an activation energy when we work with iolite. So this is that new perspective emerging. This is that our new gifts and abilities. This is a psychic activation, right? When we move through and release these lower vibratory energies, when we truly see ourselves, when we integrate what's wanting to be integrated, when we then take that place of right action guided by our hearts and our intuition, when we move through and into this new doorway, this is the new doorway that's opening up. Right? This is the new doorway that's opening up. All right. I love you guys. I appreciate you. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. If you did, hit that like button. There are buttons down below to donate if you feel so moved to do so. It is always appreciated. And drop a comment. Let me know how you're feeling about this wave spell, how you're feeling it all. I love hearing from you guys. My email is down below in the description box, along with the different services that I offer. Please reach out to me if you are interested in doing any one-on-one work. I do really powerful energy healings. We work with angelic energies and high vibrational frequencies, interdimensional energies, really, really profound changes and shifts that can happen with the Belvespertel modality. We do the theta healing. We dig into those belief systems. We release and resolve some of that. So many different things that we can do. And of course, personal readings as well. So if you are requiring or desiring any assistance, I am here for you. I love you guys. I appreciate you. You are beautiful. Have an incredible next 13 days.